All right, and we're back. Another week of D&D. Last time our characters left the town of Jigao and ended up traveling through the wastes, in which they ended up encountering a group of bandits, which they were able to ambush and took horses, which will speed up their process to the next town. They also ended up finding a corpse of a large beast creature that, stuff of nightmares, all the fun stuff, and ended up finding a mystery loot. And the last encounter, they found a wagon that was toppled over, where the horse and the passengers, instead of regular, were all killed. Fought some will-o-wisps and found a treasure box. And yeah, I think that was it. Aside from saying goodbye to a party member, I don't think there's anything else missing, right?
Sounds right.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. So yeah, we will pick up where we left off, where you guys finished up with the caravan that you've just looted. You guys ended up with some gold and a potion, and I think it was what, roughly sometime midday that you guys found that. So yeah, I'll leave it to you guys to decide what you guys plan on doing.
Uh, Figure we were gonna keep going.
Yeah, what time of day is it?
Yeah, midday.
Yeah. We got our we killed some will-o-the-wisps in the middle of the day, and we'll just keep on moseying.
Alrighty. All right. So yeah, you guys end up getting through the rest of the day without issue, and start camping for the night, and just kind of decide your watch order.
Okay. Um,
I'll
I
take middle watch,
guess.
I guess.
All right. Pretty baby and I will take the first watch then.
All right, let's roll some dice.
Are we perceptioning?
Well, that's what I'm trying to roll for right now. Just kind of see if something spooky shows up. Nah, nothing crazy. All right, so who had third watch?
I will take it.
Okay, so as you're watching throughout the night, it right before the sun comes up, you end up seeing a large cat in the distance, probably about a good 200 feet, as it's kind of just moseying down, a ravine. You see behind it a couple of smaller creatures following it. It looks like to be, its offspring. This creature looks like akin to a panther, but with larger tusks underneath its lower jaw.
Do I recognize what it might be?
Yeah, you can roll me a survival check.
25.
Okay. Yeah, you know this to be a moorbounder. They're one of the predators that stalks the marshlands and the foothills of this area. It's a little out of their way for them to be here, especially in this desolate area. But who knows what they end up, uh, where they end up just tracking prey and whatnot. You also know that they end up being prize mounts for those willing to capture and train them.
And you said there was one and a bunch of, like,
Smaller ones, yeah.
babies?
Hmm.
Okay. Like, headed in our direction.
No, away from you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As long as they, don't come toward us. That's okay then.
Okay. Yeah, that's all you see throughout your evening, and you guys are off on the road again.
All right.
Alrighty. Alrighty, let's go back to the encounter table. Alright, let's roll that d8. Oh, well, that's fortuitous.
That worries me.
Love it.
Anytime a DM is happy, I instantly get anxious.
Oh, I thought it was just hilarious just to see how it ended up, how I just came up with something on the top of my head and ended up being what I rolled. Alright. Nani? What the heck's going on here?
Got too excited.
Well... Oh, cancel. Maybe I hit the wrong thing. There we go. Yeah. Ah, yes. Did they not have a map for that? Okay, see. Okay, well, I guess there really isn't any one specific for this one. So we'll just use this. Alright. So, probably mid-afternoon, you end up hearing a wild yell. Go ahead and roll me perception.
That's all of us.
Yep.
Moreau rolled a. This is for hearing.
Yep.
20.
Then I rolled a 17. Pretty baby rolled a natural 1.
25.
And the hits keep coming and they don't stop coming.
Alright, so anyone with over a 10. You end up hearing a yell in the distance, and as you look towards there, you see a tiefling on the back of a moorbounder, hanging on for dear life as the creature snarls and bucks about. So let me go and grab those pieces.
Hang on. Okay.
And I'll just make close.
I hold back my laughter.
Okay, and I will just put moorbounder. Oops. All right. So yeah, uh, you see a tiefling on top of a moorbounder hanging for dear life as the creature snarls and bucks about. Two bristle moorbounders are circling the imperiled tiefling. Uh, the tiefling can hang on for a minute at most, but the moment he touches the ground, you would assume that the bristled creatures intend to tear him limb for limb.
So there's 3, you said?
Yep, one that he's currently hanging on for dear life, and 2 that are kind of encircling him.
Is it like bridled?
Yeah, the one he has is bridled.
And the other 2 are not.
Correct.
So it looks like a person who is falling off of their mount getting attacked by 2 tiger things.
Yep.
Alright. We've had a long rest since the last fight.
Correct.
I should probably do that. I was like, why am I missing spells? Oh, wait.
Yeah, let me do that too.
Alright. I'm going to bound forward and cast Speak with Animals.
Oh. Okay.
How far ahead of us are they?
Probably within 100 feet's fine.
Wait, stop. Hold on, and I'm gonna try to run toward him and try to start catching the attention of the angry cats.
Okay, so you're gonna try to.
Talk to the angry cats.
Okay. I guess just roll me a handle animal, I guess.
All right, something I'm supposed to be good at. 19.
Okay, yeah, you have their attention. You know, they're just growling at you, but you know they're at least not veering off into your direction.
If you're hungry, I got something for you. You don't have to go eat nobody.
I cast Mage Armor.
And I pull out one of the leftover haunches of the dead horses. Y'all aren't laughing at me about that now, are ya?
I have no words. You've seen Moreau speechless.
Huh.
Not an easy feat.
So I wave one of the the haunches of the dead horses at the moorbounders. Oh God! From the back of my horse. I didn't say I dismounted.
Yeah,
Oh,
go
God.
ahead and roll me animal handling with advantage.
Oh God! There's my natural 20.
Yeah, I mean they take the haunch and and they one of them grabs in their jaws and the other they just scamper off in this direction away from the group. Huh.
Well, that was impressive. I'm not sure I was expecting that. Hello, my imperiled friend. You seem to be not having a great time over there.
Oh yes, thank you. The name's Justice, and this is my trusted colleague and dear friend Rice Pudding. Pats the moorbounder.
Sounds like the sort of name that Poppy would come up with.
If that's a veiled criticism at me, I won't hear it and I won't respond to it.
All right. So, carrying on, what brings you this far into Moorbounder territory?
Oh, just my job is to scout out the road for my caravan, and we're just making sure that nothing too dangerous along the road, such as fell trees.
Two Moorbounders who are going to try and eat you?
That's the first time that one's happened. But typically we're looking for felled trees, anything, large packs of other things that make moorbounders seem scarier, like gloomstalkers.
Or like large clusters of very angry and greedy bandits.
Oh yeah, that one indeed. I think there was 2 or 3 groups trying to claim they were tax collectors, and yeah, let's just say that we don't take kindly to folks like that.
Neither do we.
Poppy just pats horseradish.
So, you and your caravan, you said,
Oh yes, we're just over there yonder ways at the Emerald Loop caravan stop. Not more than a half-day ride from where we're at currently. I'm just checking the road back since we're on our way back to Jigao to carry on with the trade. We also happen to be transport of cargo, so.
Where are you coming from?
Oh, Emerald Loop, he points to the over to the east. Over there, it's a small, I wouldn't say oasis, that's the wrong term, but it's a nice tranquil grove in which we all end up having a good time selling our wares and picking up stuff to transport between here and there.
So is this a refuge that you stop at occasionally, or is this like your home?
Oh no, Caravan's my home, but you know, it's a nice little stop along the way.
But where's your caravan coming from? Is my question.
Oh, just make sure. Oh, we're coming from Bazazon.
Really, your caravan comes from Bazazan? Are
Yep.
you like a merchant there in the city, or?
Well, not well. I guess you can say that. We're usually from Bazazon to Jagao. We end up just carrying cargo and selling wares, small wares along the way. We don't actually have a proper shop there.
I see. Okay, so you've got a caravan. You just kind of traveled from Jigao to Bazazan to ply your trade.
Indeed. We usually carry adventuring gear there, and oh, speaking of, come find me at the stop when you have a chance. I've got to finish up my route, but there's something I'd like to give you for your folks' hard work.
Sure, I'm sure that it's just a half a day's ride along the road that we're on.
Yep, just make sure that you stay on the path and you'll get there in no time. In fact, I think the Kreen patrols here with the Aurora Guard are actually not too far back. I only passed them no more than mere moments ago, so the road should be relatively safe.
The Aurora Watch are along here as well.
Oh, indeed. They send patrols daily out here between here and Jigao. They make sure that the road is kept neat. It's really the only port close enough for them to really get supplies in a hurry.
Okay, that is good to know.
Indeed. Well, I'll find you. Like I said, just find the caravan and just give them my name of Justice, and I'm sure we can compensate you for your troubles.
Well, I'm glad that you are not Ethan's then, and I'll let your people know that you are doing better than he would have been otherwise.
Indeed. He pats Rice Pins. All right, Rice Pudding. Let's be on our way. Thanks again, folks. Like I said, shouldn't be too long. I'm just gonna scout ahead for a little bit more and then turn back. All right. Anything else?
Yeah.
I'm curious what your hamsters were doing just now.
My hamster wheel was doing.
Yes.
I was thinking about what Pretty Baby would do, and she would probably like go over on her horse and try and pet the kitty, and then like as she leaves, try to steal from him. But I don't think I want to do that.
That is exactly what you would try to do, but yeah, no.
All right. Yeah. You see the Moorbounder just kind of stalk across the landscape, and with that, you guys end up making it to the Emerald Loop.
Making our way downtown.
Can I interrupt for just 1 sec? I'm setting up the group loot Google Doc, and I just want to make sure I have things right.
Sure.
Last week, Pretty Baby got the light crossbow, yes? It's
Yes.
in her inventory. And
Uh,
the potion of giant strength, Creed has that in his inventory as well.
Correct.
she has a light crossbow. Yes,
Excellent. And who has the Jewel of Three Prayers?
I do.
Okie doke. Just want to make sure that we know where things are. Okay, I'm done.
All right. Just trying to. All right. So I need these tokens there. Come on. so those tokens go with that, and nothing there. Yeah, let's move you guys. Why are there so many horses?
Sometimes you
I
need a lot
guess
of
an
horses.
extra group like got summoned when I was instantiating one group. Whoops.
Oh, come on, grab all the pieces, please. Thank you. Alright, so bonfire. Alright. Oh, right, I probably should grab him to put. So yeah, that whole comment with the Moorbounder, I kind of laughed because of the fact that it's like, yeah, I had not planned on that random encounter to be what it was. I'm just like, are you kidding me?
Sorry?
So the Moorbounders that you saw at night, I had no intention of rolling up the Moorbounder encounter that happened shortly thereafter. That was just random chance. That's why I kind of
Ah.
laughed. I was like, oh, well, that's not supposed to happen.
Well, it all worked out in the end.
Okay, so alrighty. I think that sets up the caravan stop.
Are there still supposed to be dead bodies on the board?
No, those should be gone.
Okay, I just saw one laying there, like, I accidentally highlighted it, and I'm like, huh, I can't see it, but I can highlight it. It was weird.
Alright. Oh, and now we're no longer in the waste. Let's go ahead and... Come on. Alright, well that loads up. Alright, so as you guys... As the, that's actually not great. You know what, screw it. I'll just do... Yay, civilization music. Okay, so as you guys enter this area, you find it slightly odd that you see a forest spring up in the middle of a wasted area. You end up finding a pathway that opens up into a large clearing with nearly 100 feet across. Music, laughter, and the savory aroma of freshly cooked food and wood smoke drift through the air. On the west side of the clearing stands a full-grown horizon-back tortoise. On its back is a homestead of a family of goblins who are making repairs to the structure. On the other side of the clearing, 7 covered wagons encircle a bonfire. A rope fence has been set up to the north of this encampment that contain the wagon's oxen. Alright, let's go ahead and have all of y'all make a history check to see if you know anything about this stop.
Oh yeah, that's gonna go poorly.
Let's just see history.
Yep, that sounds about right. 3.
Shit.
Why do I have advantage? Oh, it's because of a thing that I have. Oh, that's good. 23.
Oh good, someone here isn't stupid.
Alright. Oh, what the heck happened to my...
Pretty Baby rolled a 9.
Oh!
That's okay, someone did okay.
I'm actually kind of glad that Pretty Baby didn't roll higher than that.
Alright. So, for the person who succeeded, you recall that this is a safe place and a respected waypoint that has existed for well over 150 years. It's said that some of the best hunters in the waste stop here to sell their catches, and that the best master Corundal in the Kreen dynasty is sold here.
Best Mastodon Corundle.
I believe that's how you pronounce it. Alright, let me go ahead and give you... I'll toss that in campaign info. There you go. I'm not seeing it. Did someone move the bag that had all the beast stuff in it?
Oh, I have a new one. I was drawing stuff out of it, so some stuff had been.
Ah, okay.
Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. If you could just throw some oxen in L3 just for flair, be appreciated. Alright, and then now go ahead and roll me a religion check.
That's all of us again, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Oh
Yep.
boy.
Why are bags like when I'm like bringing stuff up, it doesn't want to spawn immediately? There it is.
21.
20.
Us religious folk.
I'm not religious, I'm just smart.
Surprisingly high, 15. Puppy is not big on religion or knowing stuff outside of food.
Pretty Baby rolled a 4.
Okay. That works. Alright. You all know that, for those who exist, you all know that a treant named the Wandering Oak first seeded this forest, and that later she entrusted a pair of dryads of the Wild Mother who call themselves the Acorn Sisters. They permit some logging, but harshly punish anyone that take more than they allow. So I'll drop that information in here as well. There you go. So those are the two pieces of information that you guys gain upon entering this area. Alright, and then the rest folds out to you guys. You guys let me know where you want to go.
Alright, Alright, so this is the place that Justice was telling us his people are. This is a well-known traveling spot from Bazazan on the road to Jigao. There's a it's been here for quite a while. It's been here for over 100 years, and hunters usually stop here to like trade and things like that. Also, Poppy, this place is fairly famous for a dish that they have. It's called Mastodon Corundle. There's a Rosonen root called Korun that they use to flavor their Mastodon.
Poppy's little lop ears perk up a bit. Well, if we're gonna be here for a bit, yeah, I'm gonna need to try that.
Well, what time of day is it now? It's probably getting on, isn't it?
Yeah, it's getting to the late evening.
Well then we should probably introduce ourselves as non-hostile, looking for some rest, and see if we can find a place to put up for the night.
Sounds like a fantastic idea.
All right,
Also,
I will.
It is mighty handy how versed you are with this area. Seems like everywhere we go, you just seem to know what you're doing.
Well, I have been through this area quite a few times. It's unfortunately what my life has been at this point.
So what you're saying
What?
is, you get around, and I'm gonna like raise my eyebrow up and down, really obviously.
Why is it unfortunate?
I don't know what it is you are implying, Creed, but yes.
That's the spirit.
It is just I have spent a lot of time looking over my shoulder. That's why it's unfortunate.
That seems like it would be exhausting.
You have no idea, but it is more fun that way. Now let's go. Let's find somebody to let us introduce ourselves so they don't see a bunch of riders just loitering.
Yes, let's go.
Alright, so I will head towards the camp in the center.
Okay. All right. All right. This bonfire is the center of activity at the stop. You see a drow in a rugged outfit that's in front of a large cook pot. You also happen to see a couple of humans who seem a little bit more on the physical side of things. You know, more of the warrior look to them. You know, having a bit of a how would I say it? I guess heated conversation would be the best way of describing it. You see a couple of dryads just kind of monitoring the fire and ensuring that and inspecting the wood pile next to it. And aside from that, you know, you see a couple of just some random lizard folk just kind of managing the caravan.
I will walk up with my hands, like, up, palms out. Greetings, fellow travelers. We are journeying from Jigao, and we were wondering if we could find some place to stay for the night around here.
You see a lizard folk kind of peer out from behind the wagons like, "Travelers! Excellent! Welcome! Welcome to the stop. If you're looking for lodging," and he points over in this general vicinity up here, it's like, "There's a campground that you can pitch tents or sleep under the stars. And make sure to stop by in the morning to Max Emporiums where you can find all your adventuring goods."
Max Emporium?
Yep, and he, you know, slaps his slaps the side of his caravan, and you see a small banner that floats out that says Max Emporiums.
Interesting.
All
Okay,
right.
well, let us, do you have something,
No.
Whatever you're cooking, it smells wonderful. What have you got, going on the campfire?
Oh, you folks are in for a treat. This is that region favorite. Ah, the Mastodon Crundle. I'll tell you, you won't taste anything better for it unless you're inside of the high-end Jigao taverns.
So, what's actually in it? What are y'all putting in it?
He kind of looks at you and just shakes his head. He's like, and he gives you the sign of like, don't ask.
You just need to try it. It is legendary.
But does I mean, so I can't know?
It's a trade secret, I'm afraid, and that recipe has never been outside of this area in well over 100 years for that reason. They would sooner take it to the grave than sell the secrets off to someone else.
Okay. Speaking of outside of the area, we ran into a good friend of yours, I believe. His name was Justice.
Oh, and yes, him and Rice Pudding, very helpful folks.
Yes, they were in a spot of trouble, and my lovely friend here was able to help them get out of it. So he wanted me to tell you that he was okay, and it should be coming back, probably not too far behind us.
Excellent. I will speak with him, and we will make sure that your efforts are well rewarded. He is by far the best trained scout from here to all the way to the. Let me pull the map real quick. He knows this land from all the way from Jigao to the Deep River Mine to the south, and can travel the Barb Fields. His expertise is very well. How can I put it? In demand.
Well, good for him. How far are we from Bazazan from this point?
Probably about another 4 days out.
Okay. Well, let us go and check to the camping area and make sure that we stake a place for ourselves and
get some of that food.
and then we will go to the campfire and we will make friends and break bread and all of that.
Yeah, and make food. Let's do this.
All right. So head up to the camp area and see if there's a place for us to set up.
Yeah, the campground that you guys are venturing to looks like it has been well used. You see a lot of places where, standard tents would be set up and benches. Even a clothesline here and there from remnants. But outside of that, you guys find an area next to some of the Aurora Watch patrol. You see a random patrol just kind of about 10ish soldiers in that group, just kind of taking up a small part of it in one part of the campground.
Is there anything of note with them, or is it just a group?
Yeah, it's just your normal patrol. Nothing.
I'm gonna be a jerk here. I'm going to go up and so we find a spot where we can set up our tents or what have you.
Oh yeah.
All right, everybody can set up your shelter for wherever you slept. Is that what you say? Slept.
I think you mean sleep.
I'm sorry. It's just such a bizarre concept.
So's your face?
Okay, I'm just going to go talk to these fellows real quick. And then
And
confused.
Poppy just looks over at Pretty Baby and says, "Did I do that right?"
So's your face? I would like to go over to the Aurora Watch and find whoever is the one in charge, and I'd like to talk to him for a second.
Alright, you see a middle-aged human who looks a little roughed up with, visible mustache and a bit of a gray on the temples. Other men refer to him as Sergeant Tibbs.
Sergeant Tibbs?
Yep.
Like his name is Mr. Tibbs.
Yeah, you just kind of see him ordering the men and checking, it's like, hey, make sure you check your... It's like you hear him go, check your gear, make sure everything's polished and well maintained, and make sure to double check boots before nightfall. Last thing we need is another incident where we had to wait 10 minutes for a man to bandage his foot because there was a sharp rock in it. My god, sorry company I've ever worked for.
Excuse me, Mr. Tibbs, is that the name that I heard your men calling you?
Indeed. My men call me Sergeant Tibbs, but feel free to call me Mr. Tibbs. Tibbs.
It's very generous of you. I don't see many humans working for the Aurora Watch. It's got to be a challenging profession for you.
Oh, indeed. But trust me when I say this, I would never have found another place worth my time.
I see. And your group, are you assigned to keep the peace in the caravan, or are you patrolling from just along the road? Just stopping here for the evening?
Oh, indeed. We are proud patrolmen of the of the road, and we just came from Bazozan on our way to Jigao, and then back down the loop again.
So you're on your way to Jigao patrolling.
Indeed.
Okay.
Indeed.
Well, I wish you nothing but the best. We are very pleased and honored that we have you and your illustrious company watching over us through the evening.
He gives a salute. It is my pleasure. May the road be ever in your favor, and we shall endeavor to do our best to keep it nice and clean for travelers like yourself.
Thank you very much. And then I will walk away with and as I turn, I just have this shit-eating grin on my face.
Is that supposed to be different from usual? Because I assume that that's how Moreau usually looks.
Not really. Not really.
Oh man.
Okay. So then, once they set up their taunts so they can slip in or whatever it is, we'll head over to the fire.
Come on, you at least have to know what a tent is.
Yeah, because it rains. I guess I would need shelter.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just this is like I figured that I would lean
At
into
least
the
like
fact.
go with something like sleeping bags or something.
There we go. But just the fact that elves don't sleep, I don't think is a thing that is brought up enough.
You want to sleep? I can help you sleep.
Alright, so back to the bonfire then.
Yep.
So Poppy just follows her nose over to where the cooking is.
Alright.
You want some candy, little girl?
Poppy just hands Pretty Baby a piece of candy. I feel like she is becoming like a candy machine, like at the mall.
Alright, so as you
She takes it. She eats it happily, but she is headed with you towards wherever the food is.
You're picking up all sorts of weird habits from that fella you always hang out with, but at least you know how to look for good food.
We don't talk to the authorities.
That's kind of what I'm talking about. Just pats Pretty Baby on the head.
Alright, Poppy, as you get close, you end up seeing the drow with a cutting board and a large table. Sorry, see a cutting board upon a large table, and you see a variety of items on it. Go ahead and roll me a survival check with advantage and see if you can make out the ingredients.
Excellent. Alright. That'll be a 24.
Alright, yeah, you've been around enough kitchens, and with your own experience, you definitely notice that the rice is of a particular variety that is not from here, but kind of not from in the Jigawa area at least, but you definitely notice that this type of rice is very fine and has a bit more of a, how I put it, a larger grain size. You also see that the Macedon is marinated, and you can definitely see that it is sliced into bite-sized portions. And finally, you recognize a vegetable that you're somewhat familiar with, though you don't have much experience, which is the Karoon, and it looks like a deep red squash. You happen to know that it's grown in something called the Rosanna's Sunless Gardens. And they're uncommon, but you would have to actually look for the item at a specialty shop.
It's the sort of thing that is grown in Rosanna, where the sun does not shine it's a difficult club to find anywhere else.
So I have a pretty solid idea of how it is made and how it is seasoned at this point.
You at least know the base ingredients.
Excellent. One more dish for me to add to my future restaurant that is just going to be stealing all the famous recipes from everywhere.
We'll need to find a place to pick up Karun from. Not sure if I'm not sure if going to Rosanna is a good idea.
Just get me some seeds, I can sprout them myself. Why do you think this character is a druid, goddammit? I thought this through.
Dead people tea.
No, not dead people tea. That is for grave clerics, obviously.
Karun. Well, if you're interested in thinking, maybe you could see if they have any extra that they can sell you.
Well, that ain't a bad idea, but I'm more interested in getting my hands on some seeds, because caring about a bunch of squash while we're running about doing things is gonna be problematic.
I suppose.
I mean, they'll go bad eventually, and I suppose having a couple to experiment with some recipes wouldn't be too bad, though.
Okay.
So, how is it? Just throwing that out there. Pretty decent?
Oh yeah, this is a savory dish. It is definitely some of the best cooking that you have had in this area outside of, high-end restaurants or, specialized high-end taverns that serve like nobles.
Are they using the seeds in the cooking, or are the seeds being, like, cut out and tossed aside?
As far as you can tell, there are some seeds in there.
Yeah, but if they're cooked, it's not
Yeah.
super helpful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not tossing them, sadly. The seeds go in for flavoring.
Do you all, sell any of this squash here?
You wish to take my vegetable, young rabbit?
Just wondering if y'all sell any. I mean, y'all are merchants, right? I mean, do y'all sell vegetables?
I am no mere merchant. I am a chef.
Then,
Well, what a coincidence, she is as well.
She eyes you up and down. It's like, you're telling me this one here is cook?
that's right. I mean, it's sort of how I got my start, like with this whole adventuring thing. In the first place, got hired on as a camp cook, and then it just sort of stuck.
You telling me that young Herringon is cook?
That's right.
A mighty fine one at that.
I mean, I know I look pretty young, but I'm not that young. I mean, I don't look like a kid or nothing.
Her cooking could put your paste to shame. It is a very good paste, don't get me wrong. But the flavors in the cooking of hers are exquisite.
Oh, y'all, that's real sweet. Starts, like, tearing up a bit, hiding behind her floppy ears, like hiding her face. Definitely don't hear sniffles from behind the floppy ears.
On the other hand, you see this drow, you've never seen a drow get angry before, but, this one definitely getting flushed. It's like, you dare say that my cooking is subpar to hers?
It is not. I'm not trying to insult your cooking. I am saying that you have gauged my friend based on her appearance alone, and her cooking is just fantastic. And you have no basis of comparison.
You make good point. She hands you a set of ingredients, some mastodon, and some general spices, salt, pepper, some what essentially would be some, I guess for lack of a better term, chili. It's like, you make something then, and I try. If I like, I might share secret.
All right. And Poppy just like pulls out her cooking knife and just like spins it around in her paws. All right.
And I'm going to pat you on the back. You got this, little one, and you have guns.
All right. So what stat are we using with this? Wisdom or
Yeah, we'll use
something else.
wisdom.
Okay.
Yeah, go and do
Or
wis-
dexterity or constitution? I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, we'll just do
Are there
survivals.
Karoon lying around in her this is a female, right?
Let me double check. I've been trying to actually understand that. It doesn't specify if this person is male or female. I've just been kind of just rolling with this. So.
You said female, so we're gonna go with female.
Yeah.
Okay. But does she have like Karoon around in her like piles of ingredients, or readily visible?
Yeah. There's a large, what would be akin to kind of like large steak chunks.
Cool. While they're doing this cook-off, Pretty Baby's definitely gonna steal some.
All right, roll me a sleight of hand.
All right, that is a natural 1
Oh God.
for a 9.
Oh God.
Yeah, you just see one of a pass by, one of the Aurora Roch just passes by and slaps her like, nah.
A knife.
Oh, not my super best. That's a 15.
Okay. She's impressed enough to at least tell you, okay.
Hang on 1 second.
Oh.
Hang on 1 second.
Uh-oh.
Oh God.
You chill, warm, or flavor up to 1 cubic foot of non-living material for 1 hour. When it's done, I'm going to prestidigitation that shit to make it like crisp.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if that gives her anything, but I was just going to prestidigitation it to make it taste amazing.
I mean, you can make it look better at this point.
Okay, I mean, that's what I got. I'm gonna try.
Okay. She looks at it like, presentation is good. Taste, not bad. Could use a bit more how do I put it? A bit more chili. You
Sued.
got to give it a little bit more of a bite to it. Otherwise, meat is too bland. But good work. She hands you a list of ingredients. It's like, play around with this and see if you can come up with a recipe close enough to mine. So, at least she gives you a list of ingredients to make the dish that you tried earlier. Dang it, the Mastodon Corundle. You at least have the ingredient list for it, but she doesn't give you the exact measurements for each spice or how much of what goes into what, or cooking time. So you have to figure that out.
But I do have some basic ingredients to make the corundle.
Yep.
Okie doke.
Oh, and by the way, all of you who eat the corundle, you will gain 1d10 temporary hit points for the next day.
Yas.
Okay, that's pretty awesome.
You gonna roll the d10 or?
Oh,
And
nah, you guys roll it.
Okay.
Yay!
Can I just have his roll? Watch me get a 1. Come on. Oh, that was almost a 1.
Womp womp. Pretty
It,
Baby
like-
gets 2.
It slid on the 1 and then flipped to a 7.
Nice.
All right.
Alright, so yeah, now you had the best Macedon Crundle in the land. That cannot.
I need to make a separate document for my like recipe book at this point. Start listing the things I can make. Awesome.
Alright, and you guys can go ahead and roll me a perception check. Enough time should have passed by now.
There's my natural 20 for the night.
Hey. Is it still sunlight?
It's kind of like dusk.
I'm gonna go with no. Alright, I got a 21.
Yeah, you see Justice and Rice Pudding.
Pretty baby
come in.
5. Pretty baby hasn't rolled over a 6 yet.
Damn.
Oh, not over a 9.
Oh, well shit. Multiple people wasted their natural 20s on that.
2 natural 20s on that.
On a perception check.
Yep.
It wasn't even huge.
Like, we could have all just been totally blind to it, and, like, with our backs turned, and he probably would have come up to us and said something.
I know, right?
I'm
Yeah.
fairly certain we all see him.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's pretty. You know, as you guys were.
Pretty baby.
Yeah, you notice him as he prowls into it. He tells Rice Pudding to go ahead and head into the corral and does so. Yeah, and after that, you see Justice and Mac just kind of talking stuff over, and Mac just kind of shifts his head and nods and fishes something out of his caravan and hands it to Justice, and then points him to your guys' vicinity.
I wave at Justin.
Justice does not respond because Justice is blind.
Ugh.
Yeah, so Justice sees you guys like, thanks again for that help out in the field. I really appreciate it. Here, for your troubles. He hands you a small case.
Well, thank you very much. This was not necessary, but your hospitality is appreciated. May I ask what this is?
Well, we were having a little bit of a hard time finding a buyer for these, and, you know, not too surprising considering a lot of people can see in the night, but I figure, you know, you might have someone who could use them. So he hands you guys over a pair of goggles of night.
I will take them. I will put them on and immediately take them off. Oh my Luxton, that it gives me a headache. Well,
I will inquire and try to look through them myself.
be my guest.
I mean, since you're saying you had trouble finding a buyer, does that mean you have more of them?
Well, I think the problem is that with a lot of people having dark vision as it is, you know, we don't have a whole lot of demand for us to at least keep one, but, fortunately, this one we haven't been able to sell in a month.
It's very difficult to sell things that make it so people can see in the dark to a bunch of drow and goblins.
I was just curious, because aside from Moreau here, the rest of us are a little, not blind.
Oh, yeah.
But Pretty Baby can see in the dark.
Can she?
I don't think it was, because, yeah, I'm pretty sure they can see in the dark.
It doesn't say, you had it because of your genie thing. It doesn't say that she has it on her senses.
Yeah, expert forgery, Kenku training, and mimicry. Nothing.
So
no
unless
dark
she
vision.
gets it from her subclass,
Nope.
then yeah, none of us can see in the dark.
So yeah, you guys would fight over it.
We'll have to figure out what we'll do with this later. Let's not get in a toughie over this.
Oh, yeah. I was just curious if there were more, because it would be useful. But I suppose for someone like Pretty Baby, who is more of a not trying to draw attention to herself, it might be useful for her.
Yeah.
Well, I reckon that if anything, you guys might try Bazazan and see if there's a see if you can find a shopkeeper there. So we picked this up. We thought we might be able to get a good sale in Jigao, and last time we were there, no one even bothered looking at it.
Look at
How
the
much-
pretty baby.
Just out of curiosity, how much did you pay for that?
Oh, 3,000 gold pieces.
Oh, oh, um. Holy crepe. That is a lot of gold.
My butthole hurts just thinking about it. Well, I'm gonna be extra careful with these. I guess. Pretty Baby, take it.
So, we're saying they're in Pretty Baby's inventory?
I do believe so.
Okay, just noting it down. What were they called again?
They were goggles of night.
Excellent, thank you.
Mhm. Yeah, there's some issues with magic items being priced in 5th edition. I've seen some people are saying that because it's technically a wondrous item, that's what really drives the price up. So
It's the rarity of it, isn't it? There are like low-level wondrous items that are not too expensive, like that are a couple hundred, I think, and then there are others that are more.
yeah,
This
this
one's
is
just green.
yeah, this one's uncommon. It says so. That's my whole problem with 5th edition is just, hey, I like to buy magic items. Okay, well we don't really have a set thing, and so yeah. Anyway, but yeah, you can definitely tell that these are worth quite a bit of gold.
You know, I guess if we're ever hard up for money. Yeah,
Well, thank you very much then for your generosity. That's
That's
quite generous of you.
real nice.
He tips his hat and is like, not a problem. Hopefully, you guys won't have to deal with any more of those fearsome felines on your way to Bazazan.
They didn't seem so bad. I mean, so long as you got yourself like a bit of horse meat or something to offer him.
Kind of, it's like, I'll have to remember that one. Yeah, he tips his head and then walks back to Mac, and they start just kind of discussing some, stuff for the trip back to Jigao.
Well, Mr. Mac, you said something about supplies that you had for sale. Do you have anything that is this wondrous as Mr. Justice had?
Son, he kind of looks at you like, oh, nothing for sale here. We don't really sell those type of items at stops. Yeah, you would probably have to check out the Emporium's physical location in Jigao or Bazazan.
Okay.
Do you at least have anything here?
Yeah, he kind of just looks over. He's like, well, the shop's not set up, but if you need anything, all right, let me go ahead and give you guys snipping tool. I'll just give you guys a quick snippet of what he actually sells real fast. Alright, so those are the items he has at those prices. So nothing too extraordinary. I mean, just your general adventure equipment.
Potions of healing.
Yep.
We actually have enough to buy one.
We have what, 95 gold?
Yep. I put the link for the thing in the main party tab.
Let's see.
So yeah, we could buy a potion of healing if anyone feels that it's good.
When we have funds available for it, I would like to be able to transcribe that scroll that I found.
Well, we could use it up then. Like, we have 95, so we could give you the 45, and then use the 50 to buy the potion of healing. If we're buying the parchment from him too, maybe he'll give us a discount. You need 50 gold to transcribe it?
Yeah, I don't know if he has 50 gold worth of
Parchment and ink?
yeah, supplies to transcribe a spell.
We can ask.
Mac, do you have 50 gold worth of supplies so that I could transcribe a level 1 spell?
He looks at you, he's like, oh, you wish to transcribes? Let me see. He kind of rummages through some stuff, and he's like, alright, I think I've got what you need. So, yeah, he has exactly enough. He has some, kind of like some silver, some ink that has some silver in it. It's like,
Be right back.
so yeah, you can transcribe.
Alright, so one of y'all who are real good at talking to people, do you want to see if maybe we could work out a deal, like to get a healing potion and the paper and ink and stuff that Moreau needs for maybe a little less than all of our money? Sorry, he just walked away to get a phone call.
No, it's fine.
Work. Good old work.
Such a fun place. I can certainly try. I don't know if I where I sit compared to everybody else, but
Well, it's definitely better than my -1.
Oh God.
oh yeah. Okay.
I mean, I feel like I've been playing the character as being non-charismatic. That's kind of my intention.
Sure, it's just yikes.
yeah. Oof.
It's my dump stat.
That's fair. My good man, since we helped your compatriot, do you mind if we get a little bit off of this? That's gonna take all of our gold to get what we need, and I don't really want to do that if I could help it.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me persuasion.
How does 20 sound?
Alright, and go ahead and roll me 2d10.
Fuck, 6.
Alright. He's willing to go ahead and take a full 10 off. He's like, well, since you did help us out, I'll give you a 10% discount and sell it to you for 90 gold.
Anyone got a problem with all that, or is there anything else that we need money for?
Not right now. I really would like to upgrade my armor at some point, but it's not exactly a cheap endeavor, if you know what I mean.
Fair enough. All right. Here you go, and I'm gonna hand over 90 gold.
I'm gonna reach out to shake his hand. Thank you, my good sir.
Oh, thank you.
Creed, you're often sort of in the thick of things. Do you want the potion? It's no good for me because usually when I'm sort of in the thick of things, I'm angry.
I get it. You're thick into other things too. You're all right.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I can take that. That's not a problem.
I'm just sort of in the thick of things, and I'm sort of angry, and it don't work well with claws. All right.
I will definitely take that. So that was a healing potion, and then the stuff he needs to transcribe, right?
Yep.
Oh, and as a point of order, because I don't think we cover that, we'll run with the same potion rules as last time. So if you use a potion on yourself, it's a free action, but if you use it on an ally or another character, it will be a full action.
Actually, thinking about that, wouldn't it be better for probably Pretty Baby to have that?
Moreau or Pretty Baby, probably. Yeah.
I'm
You
just
can't
thinking
add it.
because I'm most likely going to be the one that you or I going to be. How is it our frontliners are the ones that are going to be the ones that might be down?
Our frontliners are the ones that are both the healers and the ones most likely to die.
I
This
just thought about that.
dynamic is a little funny, yes. Well, if I'm out of rages for the day, then then I'm the backline healer, but yeah. The backline support, I should say. Then I just throw things at things with my sling.
Yeah, well, hopefully we don't run into that for a while, but I guess it is what it is. I'm just saying that practically I think they would be better if one of them had it.
Yeah, we could say give it to Pretty Baby. Sal, do you think you can adjust that on there? We can't adjust her sheet.
Oh, sure. Let me go ahead and...
Otherwise, it can go in a group loot and we can tell her in 2 weeks.
Yeah, let me see here. Inventory, search for potion of healing. Quantity 1. Okay, so now she has 2. Alright, so she now has that potion on her.
Awesome. So, what do we need to do for his transcription stuff?
He just needs to spend, I think it's 2 hours to transcribe it.
So I guess we can do that later. All right.
He can just do it like tonight or something, like while we rest as a group. He can just stay up and do that for a bit.
Yeah. Is there anything else to note, or is it just like the food and then the vendor?
So as I described this area before, you also see 2 human warriors having a pretty intense chat, although they're trying to keep their voices hushed. And then you see 2 dryads that are really making sure that they're inspecting the wood very carefully and double checking the size of the fire as the night goes on, but they're being very intent about it.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna approach the 2 that are kind of being hush hush, like noisy but hush hush. Hello, good sirs. I'm just curious. Do you happen to know anything about this area? I'm new around here, and I'm not really sure what's going on.
Oh, they kind of break. You kind of distract them, like, "Hey, what are you doing here? Who are you?"
I'm Creed. Nice to meet you. I'm gonna want to know. We're on our way to Baz's something. I can't remember names for shit anymore.
Oh, Bazazon. You go to Bazazon, yes.
Yes. Are you guys familiar with that
Yes, we make.
locale?
Yes, we have made the trip many times to Bazazon.
Is there anything of note that you might recommend I check out?
Bazazon is very, how can I put it, very intense town. They're always under attack or threat of attack for demons. I'd make sure to go and find the nearest holy place. Might not be a bad idea to know where it is in a hurry in case one gets cursed.
And where might that be in, I guess, directions? I couldn't think of the word, sorry.
Well, you could always check out the local infirmary or the Tepalete Temple, which sits on the west side of the town. The infirmary sits right straight in the center. You may want to get familiar with those two places.
Okay. And then as I was walking up, did I notice anything funny?
Well, you can tell that they were talking about. Well, actually, go ahead and roll me a perception as you were walking up.
Sure. That's 20 sound.
Yeah, you were able to hear in that that they were fighting something called a rock, and
Like
unfortunately,
with a V in front of it, a rock.
yeah,
Yeah, it's a demon.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's a large fiend, and how they were talking about how something precious, an heirloom, was lost in that fight.
Okay. Well, as a return, I heard you guys were having sort of an issue. Might I ask what was going on?
Oh, do not worry about that. This is a family squabble, and we very much like to keep that between us. It's a very sensitive matter.
Are you sure? I'm really good with helping people. It's kind of my thing.
Go and roll persuasion.
$23.
The younger of the two, she's a female. Double check her name. I want to make sure. Magra. Okay, really, Magra? Why don't you see? We were in combat with the rock, and I happened to lodge a dagger into one of the things, and unfortunately, I did not kill it. We must find and hunt down that rock and ensure that we retrieve our dagger from that belonged to our father, who was passed down from his father, and at least for 10 generations such.
Do you have any way to try and track down this said being?
No, that's the problem that we're having. We cannot figure out the way to hunt down. I mean, demons are a dime a dozen out in the wilds in some areas, especially the Quasits.
Quasits.
You can roll me a survival check to see if you know what those are, or nature, whichever's better.
22.
Yeah, they're small, tiny fiends.
Oh yeah, I remember those. Well, from what I've heard, there's a lot going on with demons in this town. Is there I know you said go to a holy place. Is there a place that's not holy where they might reside?
Oh, the lower levels of Balzazan might be a good starting point, but you really don't want to go down there. Even we don't go down there unless we're feeling really adventurous that day.
Alright. Well, if I happen to come across your dagger, I will be sure to try and track it down. Is there any place that I might be able to find you if I get this?
Should you recover the dagger, you could probably leave it with the local outposts there. Let me just bring up locations real fast. You can give it to someone over in the Gatehold Barracks. We have a cousin who is currently enlisted in the local city watch.
The Gatehold Barracks, you said?
Yes, as for a Lieutenant Wastewalker.
I'm
Alright.
really sorry. Could you put all these names in Discord?
Yeah.
You just flooded me with a whole lot of proper nouns.
I know. Alright, so these two... So the two barbarians are... that you're talking to are those, and the Wastewalker.
And you said these are both humans, right?
Yeah. The general description is human berserkers.
Okay.
father is this guy. I will come up with a proper first name for him later. So yeah.
Cousin it is.
Yep. So, yeah.
What was the barracks called? You said.
Sorry, the barracks were the Gatehold barracks.
Gatehold or Holt?
Hold. We go with
Hold.
that.
Yeah, Gatehold Barracks, and then who'd you say that we needed to drop that off with?
Lieutenant Wastewalker, their cousin.
Oh, cousin. Okay. All right.
Is there something that sets this knife apart from others so we'd recognize it?
You'll notice that on the hilt is a spear insignia on it. Right where the puddle is at the bottom.
I'll definitely be on the lookout. Have you guys got a chance to try some of that food over there? It is pretty good.
They point to a couple of bowls sitting next to them. There's at least 4 each that are stacked up.
Oh, apparently I'm blind. Alrighty, well, is there anything else I can help you with? I promise I'm not trying to intrude. If you got some problems, I want to try and figure stuff out around here.
No, your concern is good enough. We appreciate it.
Alrighty. Well, Jeebus bless you guys. I am going to go kick out for the night.
All right, is your deity seriously called Jeebus?
It is.
I hate you.
This is what you get for having to make me listen to a stutter the whole time.
I mean, I can literally, I can stop if it's like irritating.
No. This is just what you get for it.
Fun fact: when she said that she could stop, she did it by stuttering twice in the same
I
sentence.
did, and there's irony to that. I'm not gonna lie, that was not intentional. That was ironic, but yes, like if it is problematic, I can stop.
No, it's not problematic.
Yeah, you hear him going, "Who does this Jeebus he refers to?" I have no idea.
It's from where I'm from. Don't worry about it. I've kind of noticed there's some cultural differences around here, so if you notice, I don't exactly fit in. I kind of stand out, but that's okay. Make the best of things.
You know, I'm not really sure I even know where you're from.
That's okay.
That wasn't really an answer.
In due time, little one. It's a story for another time. I don't really feel like discussing it right now. Is that okay?
I guess. I mean, sure.
All right then.
So you also said there were 2 dryads.
Yeah, they're kind of check. Yeah, you can see them heavily inspecting the wood, and when they find something off about one piece, they put it in a different pile and continue to keep inspecting the logs that are set before them.
I'm gonna go over and like start inspecting the logs of wood they have apparently set aside.
Alright.
Is there something odd about them?
Yeah, you can roll survival check
Sure, why not?
or nature, whichever's better.
They're the same. 24.
Yeah, you notice that that the logs are separated into a pile of completely dead old wood, and wood that looks like it was probably cut way too soon, like younger trees.
Is there something wrong with this wood? I- you got it all lumped off to the side here.
We watch to not let the trees die. Only old trees should be burned. Young ones should live.
But they're already cut.
They kind of grab one of the pieces of wood that they discarded, and you can kind of see that it kind of reforms into a sprout. If it's alive, we can bring it back.
Oh, well, I can kind of do that sort of thing, but only if it's like a seed or something. It's not quite that. That's pretty handy.
Yeah, they nod and they keep inspecting the wood piles, and you know, they kind of take the sapling that they have and kind of gently put it um, towards the where the tree line is, and they take it over to where the tree line is, and they just plant it, and then they come back to keep inspecting the logs.
It just seems like a whole lot of work for. I mean, I don't know. Like, why not just plant seeds at that point? Find some acorns and give them a bump.
We do, but we must always try to ensure that good trees do not perish too soon.
That is a noble goal. I know that this forest that you and your kind started this stuff a long time ago. So it is a very noble goal.
Indeed. The Wild Mother must ensure that this place stays open to all travelers who respect our forest rules.
Is there anything that we can do to help while we are here? No short time.
They kind of shake their heads no as they keep inspecting, but all of you guys can go ahead and who passed the religious check earlier, you guys can go ahead and roll me an insight check.
All right, that's a 12.
I am not insightful.
I do not remember if I passed it, but I'm going to assume I did not.
No, you didn't. I think it was just. Oh no, the religion check we all passed except for
Pretty baby.
Pretty
Oh,
Baby.
okay.
That
Is
was
it
the one where
insight?
you're like, I'm not religious, and
Somehow rolled high.
yeah.
Oof, 16.
Okay, that 16 works. So you kind of recall that with dryads that if you offer them either food or drink or something, they usually, even when they politely decline, they tend to remember those things in a favorable way.
Oh, what was that you said? I'm sorry.
If you offer them food, drink, or a song, they usually really appreciate hospitality in that way, and they remember hospitality in a big way, regardless if they decline or not.
Well, it isn't much, but I have some leftover candy. I should probably stop feeding it all to the little girl. She's I mean, she has a beak, so I'm not sure she can get tooth decay, beak decay.
Look at the pretty baby.
But maybe I should save her beak from decay and share it a bit more.
They
I-
they graciously accept your gift, and you hear them humming a song that's very very soothing and pleasing to the ears.
Oh, that's right pretty.
Yep, and they go, yes, may your trip be a ever so delightful journey.
So, thank you very much. Appreciate your kind words.
Okay. Yeah, and those are the 4 people here at the bonfire.
Is there anyone else anyone wants to talk to?
There's a whole bunch of goblins on the tortoise. Sorry.
You mean the walking soup?
Doesn't seem like a kind thing to say.
I'm just saying, turtle soup is a delicacy in some places.
Well, if you want to try and get some tortoise soup from the Horizon Backs, you can be my guest.
I think I'll wait until there's a bandit riding one and we have to kill it.
Very likely that might happen.
Considering that we were only on the road for a day before we met some, probably.
Alright, so what's the game plan?
Does anyone want to talk to the goblins or not?
Nah. I feel like you should probably get moving along.
So we rest in here for the night and leaving in the morning?
Yeah.
Okie doke. So back to our little camp, I guess.
Alrighty. And you guys don't have to set up watches. The Aurora Watch has the place watched for you. Alright, but yeah, you guys all get a long rest.
Yay.
And as Ro, go ahead and roll me a perception roll, because you don't sleep, right?
Correct. Yeah. I don't perceive good though. Oh, I rolled a 19. 21.
Okay. You see the Dryads coming to you in the early morning before the rest of the group awakes and hands you 4 charms of vitality.
Ooh. Charms of Vitality.
Well, that's neat.
I don't know what that is, but cool.
Yeah, the charm allows you to give yourself the benefit of a potion of vitality as an action. Once you do so, the charm vanishes, so it's a one-time item. So it removes any exhaustion you're suffering and cures any disease and poison affecting you. For the next 24 hours, you gain the maximum number of hit points from any hit die you spend. The potion looks of a crimson liquid that regularly pulses with a dull light, calling to mind a heartbeat.
Yeah, but it's not a potion. So we have like charms.
Yeah.
So it's a potion of vitality, it's just an item instead of a potion.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just adding the
Removes-
potion because for some reason I don't have a charm that I can add.
Removes exhaustion and any disease or poison. For the next 24 hours, you gain maximum number of hit points for any hit die you spend. Okay, not like healing, but for.
Should I note down that Pretty Baby has one, or are you gonna add something to that?
Oh, let me see if I can get into Pretty Baby. Inventory. I'll just do a potion. Hello? Can I add?
I just added a potion of vitality and then just renamed it Charm of Vitality since it's the same damn thing. And charm and vitality does not seem to be a thing.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Add to backpack. Alright, I put a potion of vitality in her backpack. But yeah, so as soon as they leave a few minutes later, the rest of you awake.
I will dole out the charms. The Dryads had these for us for our offer of help and the, I guess, the candy that you gave them last night. Alright, and so we are keeping an eye out for what, of rock and quasits, is that what they said?
Yeah, rock and quasits.
All right. If we see signs of their passing, I have a spell I could prepare that would help us find the object at least.
It's a dagger.
But we'd have to be kind of close. It only works so far.
Alright, go ahead and all of you roll me a perception roll.
Is this in the morning?
Yep, in the
Oof.
morning.
Well, that ain't good.
Is it based on sight?
Yep.
Alright. I rolled a 10.
You rolled the highest, unless Pretty Baby swings high.
11.
Okay.
Oof.
Yeah, Moreau and Pretty Baby just catch at the corner of their eye Mac and Justice chuckling about. You see them chomp down on something and then turn away from and into the open air. You see them either pop out a bit of fire or a bit of snow or even at one point a bit of lightning out of their mouth. And they're just chuckling about it like kids.
What do you seem to be eating there that's doing that?
Well, I thought I'd try these. I bought them in Bazozan in the market, and you know they're really interesting. I don't know what you call these. I guess lack of a better sense, they're just a hard candy. And according to the guy I bought it from, he got it from a strange wizard who was able to turn breath weapons into a kid's trick. So you take a colored one and you chomp on it, and after a minute, you're able to, spit out, not a true breath weapon, but something fun like this one here. He pulls out a blue one. It's like you chomp on it for like a minute, and then you exhale loud, and you can, puff out some frost out. It's pretty cool.
Just kind of like children's gimmick sort of thing?
Well, he had me, he wants to see if there would be interest in this over in Jigao and possibly set up a trade for us transporting the goods from here to there.
That's a interesting concept. I'm sort of curious how we managed to do that. How does one distill a breath weapon?
I have no idea. All I know is, it seems to do, there's a bit of a crowd over there. I can't remember the name though. He kind of had a middleman. Oh, just look in the market next time you're there, and you'll see a large crowd, probably in front of the bazaar, and you'll see if you see a lot of kids chuckling about, it'll be hard to miss. Those kids go crazy for this sort of thing.
Okay, we will keep an eye out for it. Do you happen to have any extras that you might be willing to part with?
He cans you a small sack. There's at least one of each major breath weapon, so, you know, except for, oh, isn't it black poison? I think that's the
Black is acid.
or acid. Yeah, there's no acid. But yeah, there's fire, lightning, frost. Oh, what else is there?
Acid and poison.
Yeah, so those two aren't in there, but he's got at least the three fun-looking ones: the lightning, frost, and fire.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate all of your hospitality, my friends, and I are very pleased to meet everybody here.
Indeed. Hopefully we'll see you folks again, and hopefully on One Piece.
That's usually preferable. I don't know. You guys think we should be heading out of here soon?
Probably. Not much of a reason to stick around. We got places to go.
Well, I appreciate, like he said, all the hospitality you guys have offered us, but I feel like we should probably be on our way unless there's anything else you guys have
Yes.
to do.
No, I think that we should be going.
Yeah, they shake their heads like, nah, we should be on our way as well. Jigao's a kind of a long trip, and burning daylight's not exactly advisable.
Well, that's kind of where we're at, but opposite direction. You get it.
Oh, he nods his head.
Well, safe travels, sirs. Maybe we'll see you around.
Yep, you can see him trying to go out to the rope corral and start calling forth the oxen over. All right. Yeah, and you know, as you guys get ready to head out, you know, you kind of pass by the, you know, giant horizon back, and you see goblins kind of just making maintenance on their homes with, you know, moving the canvas and tying down ropes and kind of hammering some, wooden boards to certain railings on the side. Alright, anything else from here?
Nope. Moving on, easing on down the road.
Alrighty, alright.
Yes.
Alright, let's go ahead and clean up a bit then. Oops, that's fine. Do. Say goodbye to rice pudding. Alright.
Speaking of which, how are the horses looking? Just out of curiosity. Everything looking all right with them?
Oh yeah, they're actually a lot more refreshed knowing that they actually got to stay in a somewhat safe area.
Awesome.
Alright.
Gotta take care of old Bessie.
Oops, come on. Alright, so let's take a look here. So, on the Emerald Gulch map, alright, so our party started all the way up here in Jigao, took the Emerald Loop all the way down to here. So now we move eastward to Bazozan, which this part of the trip, I wouldn't say the most hazardous, but definitely will have more jagged cliffs and stuff as we proceed through, and it should only take you guys just a couple days to get there, thankfully. Alright, and with that, guys got 4 days left on the road, so let's go ahead and roll some encounter dice just to see if we end up getting any more encounters. If not, might just end it there. Well, you at least have guaranteed at least 2 encounters, but we'll see if you end up with 1 a day. Alright, so day 6 on the road. Nope, completely uneventful. Just the terrain gets a bit harsher. Yep. You can definitely tell, though, that the road starts to get a little bit more rough, and you see some of the vegetation subtly change from a lot of brush and grass to more just more harsh, more things that would survive more in a crag environment than anything. Oops, did not mean to click that. Yep, and as you guys enter the second leg, you guys can go ahead and roll me a history roll real quick.
We are also actively keeping an eye out for signs of Vrox and Quasits, right?
Yeah, I'm looking for the dagger
Right?
situation.
You said history?
Yep.
History.
12.
I feel like that was another wasted natural 20, but
Yeah.
that's my third one of the night.
Well, it beats my 3 in the thing I'm good at. So, I got an 8.
I got lucky.
Yeah. So
Pretty baby.
Oh shit.
With a natural 20 for a 20.
oh geez. So yeah, the two make it. You know that the second area is known as the Valley of the Barbed Fields, where the spines of stone range from 10 to 30 feet tall and linger as eerie reminders of the calamity.
Creepy.
Very.
Alright, so we want to do that encounter. Okay, so as you guys are actually actively looking for this, you guys will get another long rest at night, and then the next day, you guys can go ahead and roll me a survival check.
Seven.
22.
11.
16 for pretty baby.
Alright, so anyone with higher than a 14, you find tracks. Alright, we need demonic carrion map. Come on, there we go. Alright, back to the waste. Alright, so as you're tracking down a certain amount of suspicious tracks, you end up in front of an area where you see a corpse of an Udak, one of the enormous ape-like demons that prowl the waste of Xhorhas since the calamity. The demonic corpse, which is punctured with countless spears and axes, is slowly melting into a pool of black ichor. Surrounding the body are the corpse of 24 humans wearing hide armor, as well as the bodies of the bodies of the warriors' horses, which look like what looks like a carrion bird circles the battlefield at a height of 300 feet.
So, you say bodies of humans?
Yep.
So there's a melting body of a big-ass ape demon, and then bodies of humans around it.
Yep, about 24 human.
Does anything look alive?
I'm actually going to go ahead and use my Divine Sense, which basically lets me see Celestials, Fiends, Undead, as long as they're visible, like out in the open, not behind rocks and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll me perception with advantage then. Yeah, you actually see that underneath the body that's slowly dissipating, you can pick up that something's a little off, and you notice that there are 3 of the Quasits that that were described before you, hiding behind it, Not well, but enough to look like they were trying to ambush you.
All right, guys, we need to be careful over there underneath that corpse right there. There's something kind of fishy.
Fishy like salmon, or fishy like
Fishy like the demon type. The fun type, you know. Can I
see.
actually see what they are? Do I know that they're the Quasits then?
Yeah.
I believe they're some of the little Quasit creatures we were looking for.
Well, this might lead us to that dagger that we were looking for, so we should take a look at things.
should we kill them, or should we be like trying to spook them off and see if we can follow them?
Did you not say that you could check and see if there was an object around here?
I can. I have to be within 1,000 feet.
Well, we can see if it's on these things, yes?
That I can do. And I'm gonna cast Locate Object.
Okay.
And describe the name or describe or name an object that is familiar to you. You sense the direction of the object's location, as long as the object is within 1,000 feet of you. If the object is in motion, you know the direction of its movement. So I'm looking for a dagger with a spear on its pommel, like a spear engraven on its pommel.
Yeah, you pick up that it's that it's not on the Quasits themselves, but it looks like that they that there's something behind them, kind of in the crevices over here. That there's the thing that you're looking for is kind of in a. It's kind of just tossed in there with a couple of other small valuables.
Right. There's it's right behind the little buggers.
Mage armor.
If we're going in, I'm gonna cast Divine Favor on my weapon.
Right.
No.
So
Yeah.
so we're doing this.
I do believe we're doing this. You said you saw the dagger, right?
Don't see it, but I can feel it. Well, at least for the moment. If we're doing this, I'm gonna lose track of it for a bit.
You getting the tingles?
Just saying, when I get mad, it's sort of hard to keep track of things.
Alright, so we're doing this.
All right. Beer.
Alright, let's go and roll initiative then.
Can we approach a little bit before? I don't want to be
Yeah.
like super far back if we can.
Yeah,
Like
you guys,
obviously I know what they are, so I don't want to get.
yeah, you guys can give yourself a. You guys can get yourself close enough.
So now they're coming around the corner. So is this like a? Sorry, I'm just gonna hover over it. This right here is kind of like a hill or a
Yeah,
mountain.
Yeah, it's just a
Crag,
large rock.
whatever.
Yeah, large crag rock.
I'm gonna climb up then, like the rock over here, and try to approach him from the other side.
I don't have access for Pretty Baby's, so it won't get automatically added to her initiative, but she rolled a 19.
Okay.
Initiative. Oh shit! So that's gonna be a 25, and that's my 4th natural 20.
Jeez.
What the fuck?
16.
You haven't had to roll an attack roll yet.
I know. Now I'm just gonna roll nothing but ones. I've used all of my good luck.
All right. Well, Poppy.
Right. Well, I am a bear, and now I'm gonna rage.
They won't age.
And I'm gonna charge at the little buggers. And pounce on them. Quasit B. I am gonna attack.
Okay.
I bite at the little bugger. Oh, hey, that ain't bad. 21.
Oh yeah.
All right. That's gonna be 13 damage.
Okay. Still up, but it's
And
pretty bloody.
all right, and now I'm gonna claw at it. That's 19.
Yep.
All right, that is gonna be 12 damage.
And dead.
So I just pick the little sucker up in my jaws and just like slash at it a few times and shake it like a house cat with a mouse.
Thinking a dog with a chew toy, but that works.
It's bloodier.
Okay. Anything else?
All right, and that'll be my turn.
All right. It's Pretty Baby's turn.
All right, Pretty Baby is going to 30 feet is what?
6
5
blocks.
6 blocks. Cutting action. 2 dash.
Oh.
And I'm going to stand on the corpse of the dead closet. And a knife. Well, a rapier.
Balanced on my nose.
That's fine. And going to attack Closet C
Okay.
with my rapier.
A knife.
A knife. Plus, I have nothing. It's a +6. That's cool. All right, that is another natural 1.
Yeah. No.
Okay, that's it then.
All right. It's Creed's turn.
All right, so let me make sure 5, 10. Perfect, just in range. And I'm gonna start swinging on the one closet A.
Okay.
Two-handed swings. $21, I'm assuming hits.
Oh yeah.
While I'm doing this, I'm just gonna roll the other one, the other hit too. 13 for the second one,
Yep,
because I'm
that'll
gonna
hit.
use it. Oh, it does hit. Okay. So that'll be 10 points of bludgeoning, and what was it? 1d4 for radiant. Yeah. 3 points of radiant.
Okay, and that was to A, so A's dead.
Oh, I guess I can't use that one because I'm out of range and I can't move anymore.
Okay.
Never mind then.
Can't throw
Is it-
anything.
I cannot. I could. No, I can't because I used an action. So
Oh, okay.
that's it. I just smash it into oblivion. Apparently.
Yeah.
Warhammer to the face. That's my turn.
All right, and Closet C goes. Yeah, why not? That might be fun. Poppy, go ahead and make me a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, fun.
Oh boy.
Well, I'm a druid. It's what I'm good at. 23.
Yeah, you're fine. I tried to scare you.
Oh, okay.
Yep. All right.
Scared angry bear.
Yep. Moreau, go ahead.
Okay. Come up here a little bit. And I am going to... I don't know. What else I got? Nothing else really tickles my fancy. I'm going to just... Ray of Frost. The closet I can see. That is a 16 to hit.
Okay, I'll hit.
Ooh, max damage. 8.
Okay.
8 cold damage.
Brr.
And its movement speed is reduced by 10 until the end of my next turn.
Oh no.
Ooh. It's fine. That is all I got.
Alright. The rock in the sky takes notice and decides to not mess with prey that dispatched those, so it is flying out of range above you. It's taken off. And back
Which
to,
direction is? Oh, which direction is it going?
it's heading north.
All right.
It's
Alright.
the same direction we're heading, right?
No, you guys are heading east.
Oh, okay.
Alright, it is Poppy's turn again.
Right. I'm gonna bite at the closet. That's a 23.
Yep.
And it's gonna be 10 damage.
Alright, and that kills it.
I just gnaw on it for a minute. Sword is still pretty angry. Not that angry. I mean, nothing hit me.
Right.
Are you still... Did you ever rage?
Yeah, she raged.
Yeah, I lost concentration. If that's what you're getting at.
Alright, well... Is there anything else, like, coming at us?
Nope, the rock decided not to mess with you guys because it's like, you guys just gotta kill those things real quick, so it's not interested in prey that it can't kill. Very easily.
Okay, So, Poppy had intimated that there was stuff over on the far side.
Yep.
I would like to check that out.
Alright, yeah, go ahead and roll me an
Fist.
investigation.
Anybody gonna help me? Pretty Baby will help me.
I was gonna say I'd help. I can snuff at things, sniff at things. Snuffle. That's the word I was looking for.
Yes, we're helping you.
22.
Okay, yeah, you end up finding that it's tucked underneath, so right here where I pointed earlier, you can tell that it's underneath a small sediment of rocks. There's a small hole at the bottom that you'll either need to lift the rocks off the top, which will require a strength check, or you can try having someone small and nimble try to kind of put their arm in and try to grab at whatever inside the crevice.
I will try to shove the thing off.
Okay.
As a bear.
Alright.
I will help.
Alright, so go ahead and roll
Excellent.
me a athletics check with advantage.
Alright. What is bear +4? I'm getting help. Oof. My dice are finally failing me. It's an 11.
Yeah, these rocks are a little bit more dense than what you're used to, so moving them off was not exactly successful. I mean, you're able to shove it a little bit to open up the hole in the front a bit, but yeah, you weren't able to get the whole thing off.
I'm just gonna start, like, tearing at them with the claws and the fangs. To try and, like, dig a hole through it.
I mean, it's kind of just solid rock up there.
Oh, it is... Okay, I'm sorry, I misheard. I thought you said, Vrock, not rock. Fucking demon names, man. Okay. If it's just rock, then, I
Alright.
will just, like, look over at Pretty Baby and just stare at her.
Alright. I will, Pretty Baby will put her nimble little hands in there. Anybody, have any, like, help or, like...
I will try to, like, hold her and be able to pull her out, like, so she can go in farther, I guess.
Or, like, guide her into doing anything? No?
I don't know, really. Oh, I see what you're saying, yes. Sorry, a little slow on the uptake. Little one, we really need you to get that dagger. I believe in you. You can do it. I'm sure she probably has some candy if you actually need it, but You got this.
All right. So is that guidance?
That is guidance.
Excellent. And I will try to use my like telekinesis to help. So what are we doing?
So go ahead and roll me advantage sleight of hand to see if you can just kind of get in there and just grab it from inside.
Okay. Okay. Oh, guidance, right?
Yeah, you got guidance too. What's her sleight of hand?
Hang on.
Jesus. That's a 22 plus something.
That's a 30.
Good God.
Holy crap! Yeah, no problem. You're able to. She even does it with such nimble and great that she pulls it out by the tip of the blade itself without cutting herself.
A knife.
Oh, Deb's gonna be sad she missed that opportunity. That was perfect.
Oh, she heard. Oh no, never mind.
She in the stream.
No.
She wrote heard, but that was a while ago. So
Yeah, that was to the.
That was about Poppy saying, "So's your face."
yeah. Yep, and it's the knife that was explained with the exact same description on it. And in fact, upon closer inspection, you're able to see the name Wastewalker inscribed on the bottom of the blade itself.
All right.
If you don't mind, Moreau, would you take a look at this a little closer?
Take a look at what?
The dagger.
I can. I'll need a few minutes though.
Well, certainly. I figured we'd take a little bit really quick and forage around.
Is there anything else like hidden in the crevice?
Yeah.
Just a lot of just random scraps here and there. You know, not only were that dagger in there, but you know, just some basic essentials like rope and oil and just minor stuff that could be useful in the waste, but nothing of major value.
Anything on the bodies? Any coin? Any reusable armor or weapons or anything like that?
Fortunately, the armor is practically ruined on all of them since they're all wearing some version of hide armor. A lot of it's rent at this point. The horses themselves are pretty much picked apart by that rock that was kind of feeding on them earlier. The weapons, I mean, you're looking at spears and axes, but a lot of them are kind of scratched up and chipped. So nothing of good quality on there if you wanted to.
Right.
Okay.
I will spend 10 minutes and cast Identify on the dagger as a ritual.
Yeah, outside of the fact that it looks like a normal dagger, it's just a normal +1 dagger.
Just a normal magical weapon.
Yeah, just nothing important, nothing to see here. Move along.
Let's see. So that gives us a dilemma.
Do we keep the dagger and be bad people, or do we return the dagger and be less bad people? I mean, with Moreau and Pretty Baby, I don't feel like our group can be good people.
Yeah. But we will we will have time to make that determination when we get to Bazazan, I'm sure. So, it doesn't seem to be much more that we can scavenge here, so you should probably get headed along.
Yeah, there's nothing else of any import anywhere.
No, that was really it for this
Okay.
encounter.
Alrighty then, yeah. I say we move on.
Alright, let me take a look and see what else we've got here. You've already done that one. You've done... No, that's fine. We've done that. Alright, so I think what we'll do at this point is you guys were able to carry on for the next 3 days without really any major problems along the way. So on the fourth and final day, about midday, you you see jutting from the rusty orange mountains of the eastern Zorhas are tall spires of blackstone. This is the Betrayer's Rise, a foul fortress from times long past. Beneath the spires, a vast gate blocks all entry to the military outpost of Bazozan, which sits in the shadows of the Betrayer's Rise. Crumbling, desolate structures huddle between iron watchtowers, and soldiers of the Aurora Watch patrol the tops of the walls and a massive gate ahead of you. As you approach, a guard on the wall barks, "Identify."
All right. Before we get into guard barking territory, there was something I wanted to do.
Oh, sure.
As we get closer to the gates, I am going to cast Disguise Self on myself.
Oh, fair enough.
I would like to appear as a human soldier wearing Aurora Watch regalia with hair graying around the temples. I just carry myself with a straightened demeanor.
Oh, I see.
You thought I was just asking random questions to random strangers.
Oh, yeah, I did.
I had plans.
And here they are.
Part of them, at least. Are you, do you want us to call you by something else? I know you said
Yes.
you wanted to stay on the down low.
His name is Mr. Tibbs. Sorry, I hate myself.
Yes, I'm going to, in order to get us in the gates, I'm going to just follow my lead. So the guards bark, identify, you said, right?
Oh, my tabletop just died. Groovy. I hope that freaking...
That hasn't been.
That's how we all died. Yeah,
Oh, there we
it
are.
is.
There it goes.
Right as I said it.
Yeah, it looks like
You
the
just had to
autos-
jinx it.
Okay, the autosave saved it, so thank God. I better save right now before it crashes again. So, he's like, "Oh, Sergeant." Where he says, "Well, welcome." He's
Thank you
like,
so much. I came across this group of travelers who needed an escort to Bazozan, so I figured I would bring them in myself.
"Oh, yes, sir. We could always use more strength of arms. Things are getting restless here. Go ahead and take them to the task hand, and they'll explain more about the current needs." And he gives you a salute.
Thank you so much. Come, friends, come with me. We'll get everything sorted out for you.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate all your help.
But of course,
Fine.
Okay, so with that, we'll call it the end of the night. And as you guys arrive to Bazozan, you guys are now able to level up to the 5th level.
Even
Level
more
5.
power.
level 5 is important.
Yes, it's
It's
important.
only. It's not important for me yet. I gotta be level 6.
Same.
You multi-classing sucker. Fireball says what?
Well, nothing yet, but
But yeah, that will do it for us tonight. We'll be back in 2 weeks for more D&D. We'll start running Chapter 3 in Bazohan, and we'll find that things are not all as well. I guess things never been well here for a place that sits in the shadow of something called the Betrayer's Rise. But we'll see what lies ahead of us, and we'll see you
Yeah,
guys all back.
Betrayer's Rise, the place where all the demons come out of. Yeah, things are not all well there.
something's risen.
Well, I guess I didn't get nothing at that level. I did get my ASI. I'm now a chef. Plus my
Yay.
armor class went up.
Congratulations.
All right, folks. Well, we'll catch you back here in 2 weeks for more D&D, and then have a good week, and well, have a good weeks, and we'll hopefully see you soon.
Ah.